Hey Leo, what's going on? All right, let's go ahead and hop into your reading. See what's happening in your current situation and person on your mind. The Panther wanted to come out, so let's see what's going on, Leo. All right, so let's see how you're both showing up here. Person on Leo's mind. Mind. Okay, Leo, you got the fox. All right, someone here feels very loyal to you. This could be your partner. All right, this could be an earth sign, a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. Whoever this is, if you're, not connecting with them, they want to connect with you, Leo. It usually says, or not usually says, but it says in the book, in the animal spirit book, that foxes, when the fox shows up, it's time to reconnect to someone you love. Foxes don't do well when they slip away. So whoever this is, yeah, if you're not connecting with them right now, they want to connect with you. They want to reconnect with you. All right. They probably look at you like you are their partner. There's just this sense of loyalty to you. Let's see. Oh, wow, Leo. Damn, you show up as the wolf. All right, so wolf and the fox are both partner cards, at least how I look at them. So it's interesting because wolf is very, tribal, or I don't know if I want to say it is tribal in a sense, like, my people. Okay, that is very Leo, right? These are my people, and these are the people. It's pack oriented. Lions have a pride, wolves have packs. Okay, so yeah, this is very much your energy, although it is Earth. Okay, so again, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Both you and this person, what I'm getting with all this Earth energy, Leo, is you and this individual feel very grounded in, you know, in how you feel about each other. Okay. Like something is set in stone with you two, like they're like, Leo's not going anywhere. Leo, you're like, you're not going anywhere. All right. There can be something here, Leo, that you feel very strongly, like something about you feels very, so I told you I saw the panther too. I feel like that's you as well. Wolves feel very convicted on some, not convicted, or have very, feel very strong in their conviction about certain things. Okay. Wolves can be very traditional. All right. It's a card that I associate with Capricorn. So tradition, Capricorn is the father of the zodiac. So there can be something here that you feel, you might be authoritative. Sorry, woo, authoritative. All right. I get a sense of authority looking at that wolf. So requirements, things need to be done a certain way, order, structure. That's the wolf. Wolf is also, it's like we do what is best for everyone. We do what is best for the pact, or the pact. You've made a pact with who this is. So, but your person is showing up as the fox. So I'm wondering, like, is there something here they want to do their own thing, Leo? This person wants to do their own thing. Let's clarify you two. All right, hold on. Clarify Leo's person. Okay, hold on. I don't know why I tell y'all to hold on. That's just go with it, okay? The Chariot can be Cancer. Okay, we've got some Cancer energy here. This person may be at a distance, Leo. But it seems like they're, headed your way. I'm hearing, full steam ahead, going the distance, okay? It's actually, I never noticed how she has the wand, so it's kind of like, magician energy too. A lot of you, this person, yeah, they can be traveling. This person may be traveling to towards you, coming to see you, coming to visit, okay? I also feel, because I'm seeing the Lovers at the bottom. And, okay, 8 of Swords at the top. Whoever this is with the Chariot and the Fox feels, divinely supported, okay? And, they're feeling very guided towards you, Leo. This can be anyone, guys. It doesn't have to be romantic, but this person feels very guided towards you. And it's like they're following that guidance. They're listening to that guidance. They feel like, you two can overcome. It's tunnel vision. When the Chariot shows up, it's like, I'm not even looking anywhere else. I'm just focused. They're very focused on you. Yeah, you got the 9 of Swords. Yeah, I also feel like you're this Queen of Swords too. It's like you rule with an iron fist. Okay? But Queen of Swords is a bit, she's willing to hear you out. All right? It's Libra energy. But it's also about being fair. But you're worried. You're worried. A lot of you could be losing, sleep at night, thinking about who this is, Leo. There could be stress, anxiety. That's all in your head, though. Just saying, that's all in your head. You're worried, but a lot of times the 9 of Swords is just kind of like, when you're sitting there and you're like, oh, if this, if this bad thing could happen, oh my God, then that could happen. Or what about this? Or you start, it's a snowball effect. It's like one bad thought leads to another bad thought, to another bad thought. Okay. You could be having like nightmares, waking up to, just maybe you've had a dream recently and, you're waking up, upset. I think that you have stated something, and that's what I was getting with the wolf. I think that you have made something clear. And I think you're worried, your fears, you could be worried like, hold on. Give me a second. You're standing your ground, okay? Like Queen of Swords, for me, she values her word. Your word is your wand, right? She values, her thoughts. And, I think that you have made something clear to this person, but something about that has you upset or worried, okay? I feel like I see this person with the Chariot almost like showing up and, like I'm going to show up in the way that, almost like Leo, I'm hearing for some of them, like that's all you had to say, or that's all I had to hear. That's all I had to hear from you, Leo. That's all you had to say. I'm hearing a promise. I'm hearing you say, like, don't break your promise. Are you sure? And then, this person's like, oh, I'm sure. I'm more than sure. And because I'm also seeing here with you, it's funny the Emperor is here because the wolf is also my Emperor card. This is also how you're showing up too. You're very much like, very regal, very like sitting on your throne, very Leo, even though this is, we have big cardinal. Told you that's my Capricorn card. So you're in like this cardinal energy. So a number of you, look at your chart. However you're showing up in this connection, it has to do with like cardinal energy. So Capricorn, Libra, can be Cancer, Cancer. Can be Aries. Okay. So there's something here where you are very like, very headstrong too, like about, and, very authoritative. You're standing in this, a number of you naturally are like head of household, or you naturally are, you're a leader. Okay. Which they say Leos can be natural born leaders, especially if you're, Leo rising. Okay. Leo rising can be very like natural born leader. Okay. And I feel like you also give this appearance, or it's not just an appearance. Like it's who you are, but deep down, you're also like this, there's some fear there. There's, but you're like saving face, and you're being very strong. And you're seeing what comes of it, because this is what I saw, the Seven of Pentacles. You're invested in this connection. And I hear you like, you're like, are you going to, keep up your end of the bargain? Are you going, but a number of you may also have like a significant air placement, Gemini, that makes you worried. It makes you, you're a little afraid. You know, this person, Leo, I'm gonna tell you this, because the fox can be somewhat of like it can be a trickster. Not saying that they're, tricking you or anything like that. Y'all, why I just heard it ain't tricking if you got it, but anyway, that's my intrusive thought. So that's your fox, like, it ain't tricking if you got it. Look at that smile on the fox. But whoever your person is, they may ride a bike or a motorcycle. They have this kind of like rogue type of energy about them. They may be like tatted up. They have some, like, they're an individual. They are the type of person where they may be a bit of a lone wolf, even though they're coming up like the fox and you're the wolf. But I don't know if they're like a lone wolf or they are the type where they get it done how they get it done. Okay. And it's not about like, doing it with the group or let's all do this as a group. No, they're like, I'll ride in the middle of the night by myself. I don't need the pack. Okay, Leo, sorry about that. So I'll pick up from right here. Commitment is what came out. I want you to be a part of my future. And that's how you both feel about one another. Okay. And I feel like, Leo, whoever this is, that is their intention with you at this point. That is why they want to reconnect with you. I'm hearing that song, what is it? Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough to keep me from getting to you. That's what I'm hearing with them. Okay. So yeah, Leo, and you both seem very serious. I will pull one more card for you and then we're going to get into part 2. What is something that Leo's person, what does this person want to say to Leo right now? Ooh. I want to be different. I can't promise you anything. That's because, there's a bit of a difference between you and who this is. They're like, listen, all I know is I want you to be in my life, Leo. I want, and they do, want commitment. They're committed to this with you. But what I'm getting with I can't promise you anything is you're wanting to hold them to something. Okay, there's something about this connection you're wanting to hold them to. I keep getting that with you showing up like the wolf and the Queen of Swords. And I think, they know they need to show up differently and, to a degree, maybe, with what you're telling them, what you're kind of demanding of them. They know they need to change in a certain way and they want to show up differently. But I think your person is saying, I can't promise you that I'm not going to fall short. I can't promise you that I'm not going to have my shortcomings. I'm not perfect. That's what I'm hearing from them. They're like, I'm not perfect. And maybe they feel to a degree, it's like if I don't do exactly, what Leo is saying, if I don't do exactly, if I don't do it a certain way, am I not going to meet the expectations They know they're going to fall short, though. They know that they're not going to be perfect. And let's just all be honest. We're not perfect. None of us are perfect. So, you know, I'll continue this over on part 2. Okay. The link is at the top of the comments. All right. For Gumroad. That's a motorcycle. They're here, you know. But yes, the link is at the top of the comments if you want to watch your part 2 on Gumroad, or if you want to join the membership. All right, to get unlimited access to the extendeds. I'll see some of you over on the other side, Leo. That's where we're going to get into what I see for the remainder of the month, how you two are showing up, what you can expect. Okay, what do they want overall, Leo, at this point in time? You know, or what do they want their outcome to be with you overall at this point in time? I'll give you a timeline of forward movement, whatever you want to create with them. When do I see that, you know, moving forward, Leo? And of course, advice. How are you both being advised to, you know, show up for one another? And I definitely see distance between you and this person right now, but they're, you know, they're headed your way. Because I'm seeing this for them, inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. So, Leo, I'll see some of you over on part 2. This is where we part ways. Love you all. Good luck with everything. Peace.